Are you planning a cruise with a stop in South Queensferry, Scotland? Chances are you're hoping to visit Edinburgh. South Queensferry is a small port town about 30 minutes from Scotland's capital. While it's a charming place, most visitors are eager to explore the rich history and culture of Edinburgh itself. In this video, we'll guide you through everything you need to know to get from the cruise port to the heart of Edinburgh. Let's make your journey from ship to city as smooth and enjoyable as possible. When your cruise ship arrives at South Queensferry, you will be anchored offshore and will need to take one of the ship's tender boats to reach land. These small boats are used to ferry passengers back and forth between the ship and the shore. The trip is about 10 minutes and you will be dropped off at Hawes Pier, a small landing point located next to the iconic Forth Bridge. Once you've landed at Hawes Pier, you will need to walk to the end of the secure pier area and will end up by the main road. There's a helpful visitor information hut staffed by local volunteers wearing distinctive purple shirts. These friendly and knowledgeable volunteers are there to answer any questions you may have about transportation, tours, maps, and so much more. They really do want to help visitors make their time in port as easy and enjoyable as possible, so don't hesitate to ask any questions. To get from South Queensferry to Edinburgh City Centre, you have two main transportation options, the X99 Cruise Link bus or the ScotRail train. Both options will get you to the heart of the city in approximately 20 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic conditions. The X99 Cruise Link bus is a convenient and comfortable option for getting to Edinburgh. This special bus service is operated by the Lothian City Bus System and runs exclusively between the South Queensferry Cruise Port and the city centre. You'll find the X99 bus stop right next to the visitor information hut at Hawes Pier. Ticketing staff will be on hand to sell you tickets and answer any questions you may have. Bus tickets cost £6 per person for a one-way journey or £12 per person for a round trip. When you purchase your ticket, you'll receive a receipt that you need to present to the driver when boarding the bus. Hold on to this receipt as it also serves as a day pass that allows you to ride all regular city buses in Edinburgh for the rest of the day. The X99 is a modern double-decker bus with comfortable seating. The ride to the city centre takes about 25 minutes and allows you to see the Scottish countryside and the towns leading into Edinburgh. The bus will drop you off near the Hard Rock Cafe on George Street, right in the heart of Edinburgh's new town. When you're ready to return to the cruise port, simply head back to the same stop on George Street. Multiple buses will be waiting there throughout the day, so you rarely have to wait long for a ride back. The X99 bus frequently runs throughout the day to accommodate cruise ship passengers. From 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., buses depart every 15 minutes. And from 6 p.m. onwards, buses depart every 30 minutes. It's important to note that the exact schedule may vary depending on the docking times of your specific ship. Be sure to check the Lothian Bus's website or ask the Visitor Information Hut for the most up-to-date schedule information. If you prefer to travel by train, the ScotRail service is another option for getting from South Queensferry to Edinburgh. The nearest train station is Dalmeny, which is located about a 10 to 15 minute walk through the woods from Hawes Pier. To reach Dalmeny station from the pier, follow the walking path that leads into the woods across the street from the X99 bus stop. This path is partially paved but can be uneven in places, and is more of a hiking trail than a city sidewalk. The route takes you uphill through the woods and includes a substantial staircase at the end, so it's important to be prepared for a bit of a trek. It's worth noting that the path is not well lit and the trail can become muddy or slick after rain. And this is Scotland, so that happens a lot. Once you reach the main road, walk around the cafe on the other side of the street to access the train station. Once you reach Dalmeny Station, you can catch a ScotRail train directly to Edinburgh Waverley, the city's main train station. You can purchase train tickets at the station or through the ScotRail app on your phone. A one-way ticket between Dalmeny and Edinburgh Waverley costs around £5.80 per person. In addition to the bus and train, you can also opt to take a taxi or a rideshare service like Uber to get from South Queensferry to Edinburgh. This can be a good choice if you're traveling with luggage or you simply prefer the convenience of a private ride. However you choose to travel, be sure to give yourself plenty of time to get back to Hawes Pier before your ship's scheduled departure. Even though there are multiple tender boats running back and forth, lines can get long, especially towards the end of the day. It's a good idea to plan to be back at the pier at least an hour before your ship's all-aboard time. This will give you a buffer in case of unexpected delays and ensure that you do not miss your ship's departure. We hope this guide helps you make the most of your day in Scotland's capital from South Queensferry. Have you visited Edinburgh on a cruise before? What are you excited to see? Share your experiences or questions in the comments below. Your insights could help fellow travelers. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more cruise content.